Lola was a beautiful dog with long, wavy fur and a wagging tail that never stopped. She was the kind of dog that made everyone smile just by being around her. But behind that happy exterior, Lola was suffering. Her owner, a man named Richard, was neglecting her in the worst possible ways. He kept her locked up in a small crate all day and never gave her enough food or water. When he did feed her, it was usually scraps of leftover food that was past its prime. And worst of all, he never took her to the vet, even when she was clearly in pain. When Pitiful Paws Rescue received a call about Lola's situation, they knew they had to act fast. They rushed to the scene and found Lola lying on the ground, barely conscious. Her fur was matted and dirty, and her eyes were glazed over. She had a horrible infection in her legs, which made it difficult for her to stand or walk. She was so severely anemic due to a parasite overload and had tested positive for hookworms, whipworms, and Lyme disease. Pitiful Paws Rescue immediately took Lola to their facility, where they began to treat her. It took her all night to receive fluids, and they had to monitor her blood sugar very closely. They also had to keep her on a small heating pad and cover her with lots of blanket because her body temperature was too low from lying on the cold ground. Lola was in a bad shape, but the rescue team refused to give up on her. For the next few days, the team worked tirelessly to nurse Lola back to health. They gave her medicine for her infections and plenty of nutritious food to help her gain weight. They also spent hours cleaning her, using puppy pads and baby wipes to keep her comfortable and clean. At first, Lola's recovery was slow. She was weak and couldn't do much on her own. But after some time, she began to stabilize. She started to eat more and even began to move around her crate. She was still quite sick, but she was improving. The biggest milestone came when Lola was able to walk on her own for long distances. The team knew that she still had a long way to go, but they were confident that she would make a full recovery.